Everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we deep dive into the topic for developers, the data fetching techniques in React application. So especially we are comparing to in this today video, basically we are comparing two popular methods like Axios and SWR. So which one is the best to getting back the data from the API or the backend? So if you're ready to optimize your data fetching process and make your React application more lightning and more optimized, so which method is basically for you? So in this video we are discussing this. So let's start the video. First we see how you can fetch data using Axios. Like there is a simple button. On clicking on this button there is a function name fetch data is called. Let me just use the use state snippet for that and naming it a data. So first of all we created a simple use state snippet here, and inside this there is an empty array. You can also use the null value here. So you can let's write the function name fetch data or fetch data. You can use this syntactically. This is the syntax for the arrow function, and you can either use this one also, fetch data. I need to call out this call out a function here. No need to use the calls. This syntactically work and this is also syntactically work, but we use the arrow function for the better syntactically. So let me just create a URL here. This one is the URL. Let me just copy them and paste them here. Oh wait, out here. So after this is a URL. So let's use the Axios. Make sure you have installed in your terminal like the library to install npm Axios. So this will install the module and import in your project basically. So using the axios.get method, we need to get the data from this URL, and after using this, we use the then method to resolve them and taking a response, and let's handle the error here. If response is less than or equal to 200, or if our response is greater than or equal to 300. These are nothing but just a status code. So we need to throw a new error here. Let me show you what is there. Wait for finishing. कि भाई this is the error. Plus में error. These are nothing but just a status code. If you go on a Google, like if I open the Chrome here and search for the status code right here, status code. If you search here like HTTP response status code. So now you can see successful response, the status code between 200 to 299. So there are do nothing but just a simply condition here. If our response is less than or equal to 200, so that will be a wrong response. Or if our response is greater than or equal to 300, that is also an error case. So these are nothing but just an error case handling here. So after this basically set data, जो भी हमारा response वो जो भी data है, then we have to set this data, and let's handle the error case also here. Dot catch, catching the error here, and making it also an arrow function here. So console.log console.error. You can also use this. Okay, this is the error plus में error. You can also use this. So after this, basically we need to create a simple unordered list here. And inside this unordered list, I create a simple for conditionally. To conditionally we use the data, like कि भाई अगर हमारा data आ चुका है, if our data is true, and so we need to create, if there is a simple case कि भाई अगर data true है, so we need to create a unordered list for that, and inside this we create a simple, we need to map the data like data.map function, because it returns an array. So that's why we need to use the map function here and create a single to do for that. Making it an arrow function, and inside this creating a list tag here and given a key for the production, like it is better for the code. And inside this we need to write the to-do.title. So let me just see what's the console window. For that, let me just run the code here, clear this out, and npm run dev is the command to start the Vite project. If I open this, you see there is a button called fetch data. Oh, it's not fetching the data. Let me just see what's the mistake. Oh, you see, so there I return the statement. Like if you using this curly braces, so you need to return out the statement. Like if I go to this now, if I go to fetch data, so now it's definitely fetch out the data. Before returning to the point, first we see how the SWR documentation, what SWR documentation says before writing the code. So I open the Chrome and search for SWR basically. SWR method in React, you can either search this, and if I search this, open the website. So now you can see it is lightweight and SSR, SSG ready and TypeScript ready basically. So you can read out all the documentation before writing the code. You can easily say. So let's write the code in SWR and see how it is performing better than Axios. So first basically I import two things basically, and import use state from React, and import the second thing that could be use SWR. Basically it is importing. So you need to install the SWR basically inside your terminal. The command is to install npm i, and I will show you. If you go to the Chrome, npm i SWR, if you search on Google like this is the terminal command to installing. Like if I open this is the command to install SWR basically, npm i SWR. So this will install the package in your code base. So just importing this. After importing this, I need to write up this code and I remove this. So I type RAFC for the shorter syntactical like this. This will create a simple arrow function in your code base. So I make the simple fetch r function here, state variable basically. Inside the state variable, it's take basically a URL, and after just taking a URL, it make it an arrow function and it will fetch the URL. And after just fetching, resolve them, taking the response and returning a response into the JSON. So this will basically neat and clean syntax to getting back the response into the JSON format. Either you can use this one also. So for the fresher one, if you are not comfortable with this syntax, so you can also use this syntax as well, as like a const fetch data. I will just show you a simple example. Make it in an arrow function, and taking an const, make it a state variable here. Like this is there is a mistake in it. Like that, like const, and make it data will be is equals to, and fetch this URL, and after fetching the URL, take another state variable that basically change our URL into the JSON format. Taking in a JSON is equals to जो भी हमारा डेटा आया उसको JSON में convert it to the JSON basically, and returning the JSON. So this syntax and this syntax both are working same, but this is the more cleaner way to write the code, and this is a less code basically. If you are a beginner friendly, so you can definitely use this code, there's no problem, but this is a syntax wise it is cleaner. So let's I remove this code, and so there I write a function basically. I write a normal function. You can either use the arrow function, but I write the normal function. Inside this function, we take a state variable like const. You can use snippet, and taking a name of fetch data, and set fetch data. Write this, and inside this, set this defaultly as false. So after this, make another state variable. Inside the curly bracket, you take the data, and the second thing you have to take the error like that. From SWR, use SWR basically, and inside this you take the fetch data first, and if it true, then you use this URL. I just simply put the conditional operator here कि भाई अगर this one is true, so call this URL, otherwise this one is not true, so the value should be null, and also call the fetch data fetch r with that. So typically it's nothing but just a simple fetch data. If it true, then basically it is called this URL. Otherwise it's not true, then definitely it will call the null value. And taking as an input parameter fetch r. Fetch r basically does taking an URL and fetch the URL and returning a response and convert it to the JSON. This basically does nothing but returning a response into the JSON and fetch the data. After just taking them and make a simple function here, handle fetch. I name it handle fetch, making an arrow function. And after just making an arrow function, I just set the fetch data true. Set fetch data true. Wait, true, right? Don't worry about that. I will show you why I write this. And after this, you have to write a simple error case for that. हैंडलिंग दीज केसेस कि भाई एरर आए तो क्या करें एंड डेटा अगर आ गया तो क्या करें. अगर इफ एरर इन दिस एरर केस, सो वी आर जस्ट सिंपली रिटर्निंग अ डिव हियर कि भाई अगर एरर इन दिस केस एंड इफ अगर हमारा डेटा नहीं आया, इफ आवर डेटा शुड नॉट बिकम हियर एंड फैच डेटा इज कॉल्ड लाइक देयर. आई सिंपली राइट कि अगर हमारा डेटा नहीं आया है और फैच डेटा अगर कॉल हो रहा है तो इसके बीच में हमें क्या रिटर्न कराना है. अगर ये चीज़ हो रही है, अगर हमारा मतलब अभी तक डेटा नहीं आया और ये जो है यूज स्टेट अगर फॉल्स पे है, तो इस केस में हम लोडिंग वाला केस रेंडर करा सकते हैं. ठीक है, यहाँ पे लोडिंग दिखा देंगे. अगर हमारा डेटा नहीं आया तो यहाँ पे लोडिंग का टेस्ट आ जाएगा, लोडिंग का टेक्स्ट आ जाएगा बेसिकली कि भाई अगर लोडिंग शो करेगा अगर हमारा डेटा नहीं आया अभी तक तो. ठीक है, अगर हमारा डेटा नहीं आया तो इस केस में हम ये रेंडर करवा देंगे. इस केस ये केस हैंडल होने के बाद में यहाँ पे सिंपल हम रिटर्न कर देंगे. रिटर्न करने के बाद में एक डिव रिटर्न कर देंगे. यहाँ पे सिंपल डिव रिटर्न करने के बाद में यहाँ पे एक कंडीशन लिखेंगे कि अगर हमारा जो है डेटा नहीं आता है एंड इफ आवर डेटा शुड नॉट बिकम एंड आवर फैच डेटा ऑल्सो शुड नॉट बिकम हियर एंड सो वी नीड टू कॉल आउट द बटन हियर, button, and inside this button I attach a on click element here, and on click I use the handle fetch. अगर this data should not become and fetch data should not become, तो बटन हम यहाँ पे बटन के ऊपर ऑन क्लिक पे हैंडल फैच वाला फंक्शन रन करा देंगे. और हैंडल फैच वाला फंक्शन क्या करेगा, ये सेट फैच कर देगा ट्रू को, और ट्रू होने पे ये जो है ये API कॉल होगा एंड उसके साथ भी ये JSON में कन्वर्ट करके डेटा को दे देगा. सो दिस इज़ हाउ द स्ट्रक्चर वर्क्स बेसिकली. सो इस तरीके से ये स्ट्रक्चर काम कर रहा है SWR के अंदर. एंड यहाँ पे एक सिंपल सी कंडीशन लेंगे, अगर हमारा डेटा जो है ट्रू है, इफ आवर डेटा शुड बी ट्रू, डेटा आ चुका है, ट्रू कंडीशनल ऑपरेटर नहीं यूज़ करेंगे, वी कैन नॉट यूज दैट. अगर डेटा आ चुका है तो इस केस में वी जस्ट सिंपली रिटर्न अनऑर्डर्ड लिस्ट हियर, एंड इनसाइड दिस use the map to the data dot map, and create a to do for that, single to do for that. And inside this using a list tag here, and inside this list tag I simply use the to do dot title, and inside this key for the production to do dot id, and this is the perfect, right? And return it. We use the curly braces here, so we have to return the, if we can't use this curly braces, so we do not need to return any statement. Let me just remove this. Yeah, you can see if I remove these normal brackets, so we do not need to add the return statement here. And after this I just simply go to our main app component and render this to do component here, basically to do, and making a self-closing component, and okay, here we go. So now if I see I just simply go to clear out the statement and start the npm rundown again. So now you can see if I go to this, and now you can see there is a button. Oh, I do not name it button fetch data, right? Fetch data, right? This, and save them. And if I go to this, there is a button called fetch data. If I click on this will definitely load the data. Now you can see. So this is how you can fetch data using the SWR method. So this is typically a good method to fetching data from the backend.